Purchased this Vevor 53 liter or 56 quart, whatever you want to consider. Dual fridge. One zone freezer, one zone's refrigerator. As you can tell right now, I still got the thing, little cover on it, but it's on eco mode. It's -1 degree in the freezer, 36 degrees in the refrigerator. I've been using it for about 4 or 5 days now. Those are pops and tea. Here's popsicles. And I gotta say, I am really impressed with this thing. The compartments are really big. They're actually bigger than I expected. It's got a seal here to separate the two to help keep them both separated, so it really maintains good in each compartment, in my opinion. You have these straps and hold downs. Now, to the instructions, it shows these straps coming up on this one, but if I would have installed them that way when I got it out of the package, that would have put this down from the factory. And they have the mounts riveted right here. Sorry about my dog. And so I had to turn them mounts down to make the handle come up and install properly. This handle does slide out so you can lift it up and down, and I gotta say it is balanced really well. And you have to install the wheels. And it's a DC motor, so it takes 12 volts to run it. It says also 24 volts. Right now I've got it plugged into a little solar panel MPT controller. I have had it plugged into the house and plugged in the cigarette lighter and so on. Here's the 110 setup. So you got the 110 and then you got the converter that converts it to 12 volts. That's the type of end that it has. And on the ends you can see which one's positive and negative in case you want to wire your own thing up. I have a diesel heater, if you all have seen in some of my previous videos, that I use these batteries on. These Vevor 20 volt, this is 12 ampere, and it's got a 12 volt converter. So this is the end that's on the H calorie diesel heater. Well, it plugs in to this cooler just the same as this plug-in does. And I've actually run it on those batteries. I've changed batteries once for 2 days. I mean, as long as it's not directly in the sun in an eco mode, them batteries are running a long time. Keep it cold just as always. And so what I like about it is I made it for the diesel heater, and this wasn't the intended purpose, but it actually slide and latch down on the side of the cooler here, and then we can plug it in back here. So if I'm going to a place that I don't have any 12 volt supply or electricity, I can just use my tool batteries and keep it going. And I mean, them 12 ampere batteries on a really hot day out in the sun, we had it yesterday, I think they lasted around 8 or 9 hours, and it was on max cooling. So if anybody put it on eco mode in the shade, I'd say it'd go a lot longer. To show you the small amount of juice that this thing runs, I think it pulls 64, 65 watts on max and 45 on eco mode. As you can tell, we got it in eco mode, and it's maintaining temperature. It's showing that it's getting 12 volts. The battery is full, and if you can follow this cord and see that I just got this little MPT with a 700 watt inverter fired up. This is just something I piddle around with and just move it around, do little odd and end things, but the battery's showing 12.3 volts right now. As you can tell, it's hooked into the cigarette lighter, so it's not using the inverter at all. It's just transferring the DC from the MPT solar charge controller. And I've just got 100 watts solar panel from Harbor Freight hooked up to it. And in the last few hours we've been testing it, and the solar panel is literally keeping the refrigerator going and cooling. So it's pretty interesting just to how little of watts it takes. All in all, though, I do recommend these refrigerators. I was wanting to get one for about a year and a half, and I thought, I don't know. And then I seen all these tariffs and stuff come on. I seen on the Vevor website how they was already taking a dramatic jump, and there was some supplier on eBay had a few left at the old price, and I thought, I better get on that. So I did, and then within the next 2 days, it went up like $75. So, man, if you're going to ball games, if you're going camping, if you're just out on the road, if you're doing hot shotting, trucking, going camping, just out to work, whatever, man, you just can't beat one of these things. And not only that, is one reason I was wanting to test the solar panel out on it is if the electric goes out or the power grid or something, I wanted to be able to have something to keep my main supplies cold and ready. And if a 100-watt solar panel will keep this thing going, you're in pretty good shape. If you don't care, give a like and a subscribe, comment. I'm trying to review some of these tools and things that I buy, and it really takes likes and help and you all to help build the channel and get the algorithm going for me. Thank you and have a very blessed day.